Blue Water CRM, cloud-based CRM software specifically designed for collection agencies, debt buyers, and sellers. Let's log in. You can see we are logged in as an administrator. In today's video, we are going to look at how to create a dial campaign. Let's start. Click Query Accounts, click Select Query. For the purpose of this, I'm going to choose a bunch of different clients and a bunch of different portfolios. And you can see I have a bunch of different things that I can create a dial campaign for based on a particular province or a state, a time zone. I can do it by queue, by balance. There's a bunch of different things. But for the purposes of this, I'm just going to choose every client and every portfolio. Let's hit Search Data. When I hit Search Data, it gives me the Manage Account screens and allows you to view a bunch of different options. For purposes of this video, we are going to click on the Dial campaign. I click Dial. I hit Submit. You can see it queried all the accounts in the system. I have a total of 106 records that meet the minimal viable amount of records that can be dialed, meaning they haven't been dialed today, they don't have any issues with them, and these are ready to go accounts with phone numbers. If you look below, we have a bunch of different items in here that are part of the query, but are considered exceptions. You can see the reason, the records, and the ability to overwrite. And you can see when we chose this particular query, the system came up and it said, okay, I have one that's a bankruptcy, I have 7 that are closed, I have 41 that are DNC by zip, I have some payments in full, I have some payments that have been taken, I have some red dispositions, meaning they're on hold, and I have some that are sold. And essentially what the system is saying, it's saying, listen, these should not be sent. However, if you feel the need, you can go over here and override these and send those through to the dialer. We don't recommend that, but we do give you the option, depending on how you manage your system, these may be campaigns that should be dialed. So we are going to run the 106 records. Let's hit Submit. I click Submit, and now I get all of the accounts individually. I have the ability, if I go up here, I can actually click here. I could do a global select and choose every single account that I've chosen, meaning 106 will all be chosen for me automatically. But for the purposes of this video, I'm going to uncheck that. And I'm just going to choose 10 items for this particular dial campaign. So I've chosen my 10. I click Assign Dial. When I hit Assign Dial, the records have been inserted successfully. I now have the ability to approve or decline these for whatever reason. So if you built up a whole bunch of dialers throughout the day, you can actually go in here, individually approve or not. You can see that we chose 10. However, there are 14 because other campaigns were queued but not approved. So we're going to do approve. You can see right here a list of 14 accounts that are queued to be exported to the dialer system. If you recall, we only chose 10. However, you see 14. What this is telling you is that there were other requests and other queues set up, however, they weren't exported. So the dialer campaign can build throughout the day as you're getting response and as you're working it. So you don't have to export it all at once. Once you leave this page, however, you won't be able to go back to it. So there's another link I'd like to show you on the left-hand side. If you go to Export, you can see there's a credit export and a dial export. Let's click on Dial Export. You can see it's the same exact list. So as you build it, you can keep building it throughout the day, and then when you're ready to export it, you can export it. So let's hit Export Data. So when we click that, we can see a list of the current dialers that are in the system. Most dialers follow the same type of format. If you have one that isn't listed here, simply give us that name. We'll input it into the system as well as the format, and you'll be ready to go. But the ones that are here are very simple, and they pretty much subscribe to every single dialer system that's out there. However, if you have a specific one or a specific format, you give it to us and we'll be able to set it up for you. I'm going to hit Submit. Once I do that, I see Generate CSV List. For the purposes of this, I'm going to open up in Microsoft Excel. I do not recommend that you ever open up a file in Excel. You should open up in Notepad or Notepad++, because when you open up in Excel, Excel has certain macros that are in it that can change the way the file looks. So you do not want to do that. For the purposes of this, I'm just going to open up in Excel so you can view it. Click open. And you can see right here all the information, the phones, and you can go up to 7 uh, additional alternate phone numbers. So there's a bunch of different information. You also can export the SSN if you like. So let's close this. Thank you for watching this video. Each video is designed to give you an in-depth overview of every single component of the system. My goal is to make you a Blue Water CRM expert. Thank you for watching.